Scorpio, we are here to do your romance read mid-month. Welcome back. I'm back again, yes. We're plodding through these. Let's see what comes up for you guys. Now, I've been having some music downloads. Oh, okay, surprise card. It's entered the deck. Okay. It's strange because some of these messages have been coming through very separately to just romance, and there could be an external circumstance. Some of you are very separate message. There could be something happening with work at the moment. I'll have to look at your chart, but you've got the service card. Okay, so there could be something happening to do with work. It could be relating to love, but this is your romance read, so we're going to get into the energy. Very warm welcome to all my subbies. Also, those of you that are new, very warm welcome. If you want anything to do with astrology, psychic energy, twin flame path, you name it, we do it here. Okay, let's have a look at the energy coming through for you guys. Now, obviously, it's birthday month, so big happy birthday. I'll have to remember to do an additional read for you guys. Also, the 1111 portal, we're moving into that energy. I am in Australia, so I'm already within that energy, and you guys in America are moving towards it. So wherever you are in the world, a very warm welcome. Give me a shout out where you are, and I'll say a big hello from Australia. Okay, now the Scorpionic energy, we have had Mercury in Scorpio, was in retrograde, transited back into Libra. Also, the energy of Venus is moving into that element. And it's very much 8th house placement. We're having Mars going direct on the 14th, but it'll be in shadow pretty much till next month. And we still do have Aries and Chiron retrograde, which is currently hitting your 8th house placement. With the 8th house placement, it's to do with the give and take. Healthy codependency, you know. Really, this can be a time you're ushering in new energy. You may have needed to be it for everyone. It could have been something to do with a loved one and their energy surrounding you at the moment. And relating to your Venus house, hi, happy birthday. We had the full moon in Taurus, and it links to your Venus house. Now, yes, individually, if you do your birth chart, you will be able to get where your Venus house is, but collective energy for your zodiac sign. There may have been subjects to do with, you know, changing things around. So you guys might feel very different inside your connections at the moment, be it you with the person or not. But we're going to see what's coming up for you guys. And you do have some interesting cards coming through. Like, potentially there's been some subjects to do with the past coming up. But it's also your position in these situations. Now, pulled chakra card or pulled crystals, and you do have two native spirit cards come through. One is you're wanting to move forward with a situation. This could be with a given person or just in general, point blank zero, wanting to move forward. You know, you might have felt like all your happy days are behind you, and that could be due to the collective energy of what's coming through. You got Spirit Keeper of the East. You might be wondering what's coming, what you're moving into, what you're getting yourself into. Some of you might be a little bit like, you know, is this going to get better? And I mean, obviously all of us are feeling that energetically. And there's also something to do with having a potential telephone call coming through. And you do have a lot of Mercury energy here. It may be linking to your side of the fence or another person's, you needing to have this communication coming through. So you got answering the call, but this could be your feeling towards a romantic interest. Like, you know, when are they going to speak about things? When are they going to open up? And you've got throat chakra here as well. Where there's a will, there's a way. Expression, assertiveness, self-control, and direction. Now, the one thing I was seeing prior to coming on here was the energy, and it could be one of you in the crowd, or it may be just in general. I'm seeing that this is something that you guys are going through. There's a lot of meditation when it comes to things that have happened in the past. And I'm seeing a particular energy, driving in a car, listening to music, It can be manifesting. It can be thinking back nostalgically and music kind of triggering that. But I do feel a lot of your thought process is happening in transition with Mercury, with your movement, your day-to-day movement. The crystals that you've got is also linking to throat chakra. And it's also to do with health. Now, 8th house placement, the wounds are coming from there, your energy of you feeling, unmotivated. It's still marriages, contracts, partnerships. You're bringing this new energy in. I do feel, in a sense, working very hard, trying to get your health in order. Emotions may be coming up and down. Also, healthy boundaries in a situation may be playing out at work. But it's a synchronistic pattern. It's something to a pattern degree I feel we're all spiritually looking at, observing at the moment. I feel that you guys want balance. And if you're finding your throat chakra in general is quite, straight and to the point, I feel during Mercury retrograde, maybe you were doing a lot of reflection to do with your romance. You may not have been reacting in the same fashion that you usually do. I feel something's really coming through to you and it's making things very clear. I think some of you want to be a bit more, I can't say authentic. It feels more, you're going to have some clarity. And I do feel it's by the Scorpio moon. But the message that's coming through is really to do with the fact that it's not one-sided, this situation. It's really the balls in your court to a degree. And at the 1111 portal, it is about getting into yin and yang. Some of you, I do feel, and especially for those of you that are single, if you've been waiting for a particular person, you feel it's been taking an awful long time. You do have the communication energy here, so intuitively you might be picking up, do I call? Do they need to call? Who's going to make that first step? But I really feel you're trying to take a different approach with this situation. Those of you inside this connection, I feel you're listening, you're absorbing what's being said, you're sitting with the energy, and you're seeing how some of these plans can come together and how you can work things out. There could be some of you that are feeling a little bit of fight and flight, maybe getting a bit nervous, getting a bit anxious, and looking at things that have happened in the past and wanting, and with all the blue coming through in your reading, and the throat chakra is coming through. I'm even getting with my left ear, it's like, how do I put it? By throat and hearing and speaking, it might be something that you've heard that you're not too happy with. It doesn't have to be something bad, though. It's either taking you back to a trigger or somebody has said something in a particular fashion. And, it's giving you a bit of clarity. This could be really giving you some information, but you're looking back to what you learned before and you're looking at where you are now and what you want. I feel in general you do feel really lucky. Lucky with what you have, humble with what you have, grateful that you've had love in your life, but I do feel you're looking at it from an outsider's point of view, and it is this art of appreciation, but you also want this person to be reciprocal in a fashion that they appreciate you as you appreciate them. There might have been some hurdles at a financial level, again, I'll say, be it you're together or not. And I do feel, yet again, whenever I'm seeing particular cards with snow-based energy coming through, I'm really getting the theme due to the fact that we're moving towards Christmas, that there is something transforming. But you're rising above it and you're looking, and it's like, okay, between now and next month, I do feel you guys are trying to gain some insight, because whatever this is, you're wanting to, I do feel some of you will have an announcement of somebody getting married. And I feel some information is going to come to you around this time. It could even be near an anniversary. Could be a birthday, but I'm feeling this is more an announcement of a christening or a wedding. And it does feel more a spiritual kind of a ceremony. I also feel if there's going to be a party linking to these events, there is also a chance meeting with an individual, but I do feel two paths. There's one that can be work-based or group-based. There's also another that can potentially be in your tribe or, again, I would say work-related. Let me look at your chart because I'm feeling house again. Oh, okay. That makes sense. If you guys are starting to throw things out and move things around, again, I'll say be it single or coupled, there could be a lot more people coming towards you. Some of you may be getting an inkling that you're getting itchy feet, that you need to move. This can be, is this the right thing to do under the circumstances? Some of you may be renovating and trying to complete those things. However this is playing out for you, you're focused on the day-to-day situations, but in the back of your mind, love is resonating very heavily. I do feel some of you are going to be faced with a choice. And I feel you're going to have to face your shadow. Some of you, this can be two paths. Some of you, this is forgiveness and moving forward, letting go, growing, and moving beyond a situation. But there is a shadow energy here. And the acceptance of love is, again, and this has been a theme coming up this month. It's been, sometimes we can be in situations and we can say, gosh, we are very lucky. And yes, we are in certain instances, but it must resonate beyond the ego with the heart. And I do feel whatever this is, regardless of what anyone says and the conditioning, I feel you're really going to be moving towards love. You're really focused on that. Some of these old conditionings can be coming up due to the fact that next month we're having the eclipse in Gemini this month, and for you guys, it's going to be hitting your 8th house placement. So there's going to be a lot of subjects, potentially, if you're working in education or anything to do with communication and technology. There can be contractual subjects and pivotal points linking with that. You can get pay rises and go to the next level. But it also can be within your interconnections, really assessing it and seeing where you were by May this year and where you want to go from this point moving forward. That's okay, Jen. So with this card, okay, again, it's an 11. This could be a very spiritual connection. Now, I'm noticing on the tree, this can be a family-related dynamic, but it's definitely a romantic situation. The feminine in the situation, because males and females, we have yin and yang, so we've both got that energy. Connect the dots where it resonates. With the pink, it's the love. But, it's what does one believe love is? Because above the tree, there's another energy. I don't know if can you see it? Two people hugging. It's very tribe orientated. It can be two things I'm getting. It's either you're very connected in spiritually with something and someone, and there's two energies. This is what's coming through. You directly have two paths. Now, this can be the energy of the memory, or it can be two direct individuals. However it's playing out, but I am seeing the term two. I'm going to pull a clarifier on which deck should I use. Let's pick this. Because it feels like this is a T section on the road for some of you. It's either you're coming to terms with the past within your romantic relationship, or, you're in the romantic relationship and you're in a T section on the road. Now, be it coupled or single, the same message is coming through. There are two paths there. Okay, what is the first path relating to, please? It could be a soulmate twin flame. You got yin yang. And who is the other energy? It could be someone who's close to the family, someone who's close to your group. It might be more what your family wants, more that would bridge the gap. It could be someone close to home. It could be someone in the home because this is a 4. Okay? Someone close to home, maybe a family friend, maybe somebody that you know. Very family orientated, but it feels tribe orientated. This other person is soulmate / twin flame. They're the yin and yang of you. Now, there might have been complications with that, and due to that factor, and this can be you taking it back to memory. So if this is the same individual and it's just transformed, you're realizing how alike you are, right? For some of you, it is too. For others of you, this person's just directly transformed and they're in duality. The big thing is all things love related are coming up. There also could be a financial situation that's playing out. You could, like I said, you could be very focused at the moment on your career. There could be dramas in that section. I guess generally because we do have Aries and Chiron and we do have Mars retrograde until the 14th, and it takes time to come out of shadow. The tail end of it can be quite fatiguing. You're looking at matters of the heart, but you're wanting to have peace, and you can't make everyone happy. That's the thing. But you must focus on what's taking you to that peaceful place. Sometimes going through the tunnel of troubles, one could say, gee, that's going to be a challenge. But the other could be on the other side of it. Living in that authenticity is going to give you more peace. So it's really, I always say this, walk into it instead of walking away and trying to walk around it. Because whatever this is, be it it's a conversation, because you have, throat chakra, you might be taking some time to actually process this emotionally, to articulate it. I am healthy and strong thanks to my physical movement and exercise. And I think it's more, again, it's still Mercury, physical movement. You might be, having a lot going on, feeling really busy. Let's read the reversal. Support physical strength and training, increase time in the sunlight for a healthy body, amplify physical movement, and increase good health. Let me look at your health house. Oh. Aries is your 6th house placement. Okay, so your health is important at the moment. But again, 6th house placement can actually link to wounds that you have relating to work, working with others, maybe people defaming you, feeling like no matter what you do. And again, you could be really, you could be very focused on love and wondering if you can have both. And your career sector is highlighted for the next 7 years. You'll be healing through it so you don't step in front of your way and prevent yourself from going, because I'm really seeing you can have both. And I think a lot of you want that. So if you're working in the communication sector, this love interest could be around this situation. It could be somebody quite close to the situation. Very separately, though, I do feel you're doing a lot, but if there's codependency in any shape, and let's just break it down. It doesn't have to be in a very unhealthy way. It can be joint contracts and things to that degree, and you're thinking, gee, I've got to walk through the tunnel if I make a left turn. For those of you that resonates, to have that peace. Something's becoming a little bit of a headache, though. You could be experiencing headaches. Let's see. You're really called to do what you feel is correct. And I do feel as though, to a degree, you might have other situations going on that are very emotional at the moment. And again, because even though we're dealing with romance at the moment, it is your Venus house. So psychologically, emotionally, physically, the things that play out in that area can be a little bit testing at the moment because it's all up in your chart. I really feel you guys are faced with a decision. I still see you sitting very quietly on top of this information. I do feel in the past you potentially haven't been able to trust particular individuals, and you're very psychic. So If you're tuning into these things, you're sensing it connected to a partner, connected to a love interest, and you're assessing things. You also could be keeping this under wraps, the privacy of the connection, the integrity of the connection. Maybe in the past you may have discussed these things. My throat chakra is going now. And people may have judged you. So I feel as though you're just being very wise with the way you're handling this feeling, the things that are coming to you. But you're needing to learn to trust your heart more than others. Again, with who you choose to give it to, I feel very, very firmly you need to trust and understand in your own intuition. What you're seeing from an observer's point of view and where you feel that journey is going to take you is all that matters. Because this gateway, I do feel from here on in, it's opened. And even from the full moon in Taurus being landing in your Venus house, I think you guys are ready to alchemize and attract in a very solid connection. But there is going to be a choice between two paths. Okay, how does this person, one, person, two, past or present? Because if this is the same person, you're going to have to grab both sides. Okay. And the person that's close to home. I feel you have a very good friendship with them or people around them. There is a closeness, there's a familiarity with this person. I feel there either is commonalities. I feel they directly relate to you when you speak to them about life and you speak to them about the things you go through. They see the angel in you. They see this other side. You're a very strong energy, but at the same time, just by you communicating, I sense that they do see your perspective. You may be looking at the complications with this. You know, the bigger picture of how that will work. And again, you're being guided to come back to what you feel is correct. It's funny because on this card, the channel message I'm getting, I really do feel this is two people. If this has been the process for you guys, if you've been in a soulmate twin flame journey, I feel as though kind of the message that's coming through with these three cards, you know, they directly relate to you. They do have passion. They're a little bit scared of you at times. You can be quite direct. This is how it's coming through. You're looking at the bigger picture. You're very psychic in nature. You may have had some hurdles previously, so you like assessing it. You want the best to come out of this. And you do believe people can change, but you intuitively will know this. You'll sense that vibration. It won't just be automatically given. It's you're assessing it. But this person, if it's the same energy, it's like their shadow is there with you. You're just wondering whether you can open up. I mean, they're right near the person. It's right up in your grill. Now, if this is a separate energy, they're in awareness of this and they feel that person's vibration. So if they're close by to home, a friend, they know that you have a very spiritual connection with somebody else, and potentially they may have been through something similar. A breakup, a separation, some pain. Now, if this is the same individual, I feel you're reflecting back to it and wondering where this is going and where they're at. And with where they're at, they do feel that you're their wish. I'm going to pull a clarifier on this. This card keeps coming up. Which deck should I use? Laughter. What is this about? I feel they want to be free with you. They want to bring happiness into your life. They're not coming with the intent to ruin. Both of you, if you're in this connection right now, maybe they don't even know how that's going to be, but they are going to give it their darndest to make that happen. But their intent is pure, that they're wanting to bring this forward to you. Yeah, it's funny because they don't know how this is going to happen. And I feel it'll be once Neptune goes direct, because both crown chakra cards are in reverse. So I feel they're showing me the time of when this movement's going to be, which is within this transit. So this happiness that they're trying to bring to you, and the way they're going to do this and how they're going to bring everything together, I do feel you guys might be going somewhere. They may wish to take you on an adventure. I feel they can sense that at times you are a little bit bored with the status quo, that you need more. They're sensing that there is a need for transformation within this connection. All the work that's being done, again, it feels like there's going to be a surprise of some description. What's the surprise, please? Okay. Whatever this is, you're going to be happy. It feels as though, well, we've got Enchanted Forest. This is going to be something very private. This is going to be quite a large thing, but it's a mystery to them how it's going to be. But again, by the new moon in Scorpio, you may have more information about this. You may hear something. Gossip through the grapevine can come through. I do feel by the eclipse in Gemini, it should well and truly be underway. But there is a surprise in the mix. This could be surprise communication. It could be the person turning up at your work. It could be them calling you while you're working on something. But it's going to trigger you to be quite surprised, whatever this is, because even the feminine on this card is almost looking, sort of like this is the way it's going to be forever. Eat, pray, repeat. And, you're looking down at all the other people in the world having adventures. And maybe you've experienced some of these things. I'm seeing somewhere near the water, and it could be an island. There is a destination, but there's hermit mode energy coming through. If tribe was an issue, it's being sorted. Technology. If tribe was an issue, this appears to be getting sorted. We've got the tree of life, fertility, creativity, destiny, and magical blessings. Now it's in reverse, and I'm not feeling negative towards that. I feel, if anything, if you've been wondering how you're going to go somewhere and you do happen to have children, that situation's going to be sorted. If there has been an obstacle in the mix within this connection, again, I keep sensing that is being sorted. So it's nothing that's going to block you from actually having these blessings. Some of you, I do feel introduction energies in your social circle. Where's your 11th house? Try and relax within the social setting. Again, I do feel movement. Okay, let's see what's coming through. They're giving me messages again. Ooh. If there's been something that has been irritating you, and I'm hearing the term the cat out of the bag, something may come up this month. It may irritate you. It's going to take you by surprise. And I do feel this can be, and it doesn't even have to be romantic related. It just feels maybe somebody coming to apologize to you. It can be romantic, but there is a separate situation that is irritating at the moment. That can be quite testing on the nerves. I feel in general, whenever I yawn, I feel there's toxicity. So wherever this toxic energy is stemming from, I feel the person may be coming in to offer some healing with you. There feels like an offering, a suggestion, but it feels an offering, like trying to make peace with you. Gauge it, okay? The healing on your side is yours, and you are going to be. But this can be this can also be very separate, a toxic energy, a separate toxic human being. I'm going to yawn again. I'm going to pull a few tarot cards because this person's, I feel it's people. I think it's two energies. Whoever these people are, they're a tad bit problematic. Really? Gotta love technology. Screen, but who knows? I do not know. Crazy. I'm telling you, who are you guys dealing with? Okay, on my end, if you didn't know, I was channeling some messages and it was relating to, there's a person in your social circle, whoever you're dealing with very separately, you guys need to do a little bit of white lighting. I would highly suggest it. If you have been getting fatigued, now when I channel psychically, generally if I start yawning, I'm sensing a vibration around that is maleficent energy. I would highly recommend getting some psychic protection, because whoever that is that's casting it, your sixth house placement is activated at the moment with Aries. So if you've been feeling very run down, white light yourself, because I do feel it's a bit like psychic attack. That's what it's kind of feeling like. Overall, luck in love is great. There is a separate situation that kept coming through, relating to someone who comes to you for advice regularly, someone who asks for your moral support, someone who might act a little bit sarcastically. This is not a positive individual. So I would highly suggest you pay attention to that. I mean, you guys are Scorpio, you know the deal. So just make sure that, if this person you're aware of, push that energy back. Okay, anything else we need to know about those individuals? There could be a bit of jealousy with them, okay? Yeah. They cause tension. Your energy is going to spike when you're around them. Pay attention. There is jealousy, right? Whoever these people are, they cause conflict, they gossip, they're shady. Just keep away from them. If they come in and they're being meek, do not trust them, please. Okay? Yeah. And it's funny because I do feel they will mock you. Don't trust them. Okay? Medicine bag coming in to make amends, you will know. And if it's always being the same, cut them out. Get rid of them. Move away. Because this is a lot of gossip. This is a lot of conflict. There's jealousy. That it's a compliment, but it's their energy and they're not going to change. They have to change because they choose to. Not because it's not you, but they're affecting your vibration. Learning to actually cycle that out. I still haven't done it yet, Eddie. I've got to go in. I don't know why it does that at the moment, because I added you as a moderator. I wonder if I can do it from here. I did add you. We'll do it again. There you go. You're a moderator, Eddie. Yeah, so whoever these people are, I don't know, mate, but keep away from them. I'm not having a good vibe towards them. If it is directly affecting you, pay it none, okay? Pay it none. Get to a point you breathe in like you're taking all there and then blow it out. And you have to envision removing that energy from your auric field like you're blowing it out, like an exorcism. You need to get rid of it. So if this person's affecting you, even directly mentally tuning in while they're in your sphere, you will attract it like a beacon. So if their names pop into your head or you can sense them, tune out and almost feel like they are walking in another direction or you are directly doing something different. If you can't physically remove yourself from the environment. Yeah. Well, it's hard at the moment, Dale, because at the moment you guys, well, for those of you that are Scorpio in the house, it is hitting your 6th house placement. So it can be triggers of maybe people bullying you, people in the past maybe looking at you in a particular way. This could be to do with diet. It could be to do with your psyche. It's, do you know what I mean? So it's like that's their shadow. And it's funny that I mentioned that this morning on the mirror. Now, energetically, when you look, all things matter, both in and out of this planet. We all are made of the same composition. There is also the reflection. So like the laws of attraction, we attract what is embedded in us. So if we have had people attack us at times, or we've had wounds connected to health, be it with another person or ourselves, the way in which we hold ourselves, people's belief systems, it can be our body image, whatever it be, it's hitting your 6th house. It can even be attacks at work, because it's employment energy and people defaming you and putting you in a certain light. You do have that there for 7 years, guys. Working at that is really going to white light you and protect you. But during Mars retrograde, it's really tiring. It can become exhausting and stifling. Getting to the point you can actually realize it's their shadow, you're triggering them, you're doing the polar opposite. You're absorbing it like it's about you, and it's actually not. It's triggering the old wound so that you will let it go. Because it is not about you. It is the reflection of their inferiority and insecurity. And it's their shadow work. So you've got to let it go, disallow it to affect you because it's not about you. But they're very, like, for me, psychically channeling, when I start yawning, I know these energies are unfortunately toxic. Okay? Because of the group X's work, right? Yeah, pretty much. It is. It's pack mentality. It surely is. But overall, any questions for those of you Scorpions in the house relating to love? Any questions? Feel free to. Happy birthday to those of you that are Scorpio or in this birthday month. There. Clean up my cards. How have we all been? Did you see me freeze midway? Was it attractive? That's when I know psychic attack. Technology be playing up during me mentioning. That's scary. And Neptune, if your sleeping is being affected, you can put a little bit of water in a bowl. You can place salt in it, place it under your bed, discard it for the next week until Mars goes direct. Put some crystals in your room, smudge stick your room. If you're getting fatigued, drink fluid to flush. Don't be tuning into them before you go to bed. Don't bring that energy home. Even if you're working from home, once you leave that office, cleanse that office, shut that off in your mind. Don't allow that energy to come in. How's he doing, Eddie? Does this resonate with him? Hello, Eddie's little brother. I got Scorpio on my chart. I know, look, at the moment, I think everyone is. You know, we're needing to light ourselves a little bit and just not feel guilty when we have a feeling. Sit with it for a little bit and go, okay, how is this working for me? Is this healthy ongoing? You know, do we need to keep dealing with these things? No. You know, go back to that song, my name is no, my name is no. Let it go. Goodbye. It's not acceptable behavior. I mean, you know, some of the things we're seeing in the collective at the moment in the media, it's like, wow. Trying not to be, you know, a nana when it comes to calling it out. Jeez Louise. Look, Scorpios are very similar to Cancers. They're very intuitive. They're very intuitive. They're deep. They'll be your best friends, same as Cancers. They will be able to get information out of you because they're the listening sort. But, you know, it's both Cancer and Scorpio. Never cross Cancer or Scorpio. You don't want to be going there. Funny enough, my Venus house is Scorpio. I think I tried to explain the energy of my personality to my twin/partner. And when I explained all the dynamics of the Zodiac signs, he was like, and then I got to Scorpio and I was like, don't mess with me. Deeply loving and passionate. Emotional, energy signs, you know, we've always got a long thread. We've got a long threshold and patience and very giving and loving. Yeah, because look, it will take a lot, but if you relate, and it's probably because of your zodiac sign, you know, you relate because you're spiritually. My girlfriend is Scorpio. I've got a lot of friends that are Scorpio, and I mean, that's my Venus house, but I have the energy of Cancer in my zodiac sign as well, so we directly resonate. My friends that are Scorpio as well, spiritual energies, guys, you know, intuitive. We've got Pisces up next. You're too deep. That's the awesome thing about Scorpios. You're like a good bottle of wine. You get better with age. It's great. That's hard. Wow, interesting enough for those of you that are TF. Look, anyone with the Scorpionic aspect, remember, it does link to Pluto. It's 8th house placement. You will work with anyone providing they're working with you. Okay? I'll be back in 2 seconds and we'll do Pisces. And then if I'm not completely pooped, I might do a twin flame. Otherwise, that'll be tomorrow. I'll be back.